yo, it's me. It's D with the capital C. Always have been, always will be the one and only Milkman, and I'm in the building. Welcome to week 4.
I'm just free.
Yo, it's the after show. We're talking special forces. Before we get things underway, as we talk all things week 4 special forces, get this thing liked and shared up.
Okay, so while
Oh
you're, I
wait, you're
tried to.
done. You're done already.
I only gotta. I don't have to
Uh,
share it to as many places as you do. So that's why I try to
right,
do it
right.
while you doing your
Go
opening.
ahead. Yeah,
That
keep
way I can
talking.
talk while you. Yeah, exactly. I got it. I got it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you know.
That part.
Anywho,
Special Forces Week 4.
week 4. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I feel like you're loud. Uh,
Oh, I'm loud. Oh my
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
I need to
for
tone
sure.
it down a little bit. You know, I'm always bringing the energy. It's a little.
Oh, it's right there.
Come on, you know you love my voice. It's Wednesday. It's the after show, baby.
I don't know. Are you louder than usual? that gave you a lot of energy. You might not have you might have wanted a little more sleep, but I think it did its
Yo,
job.
I definitely wanted more sleep. I did not want to get up, let me tell you. But
Let me
I'm
tell you
glad
how
I
I keep
did.
my room at a nice 65 degrees, right?
Okay.
But it's freezing right now. Like I made myself cold.
You know what? It's a little chilly. I'm
It's
gonna
a
go on and
little
get my
chilly.
blanket. I'm gonna go on and
Yeah,
wrap up just a
so
little bit.
just wrap up a
You
little
know
bit.
who
But
needed her
anywho,
blankie? You know who needed her blankie tonight?
Beverly.
Bye, Beverly. Beverly needed her blankie tonight. She looked like Limus without his blanket, just pulling
You
nothing
see, I'm
behind her. Just
so I'm so disappointed in Lucy Camden.
don't
Uh
this show look like it aged her like it did Obama in the White House? She was only there 4 days.
She was looking a little rough. She
She
was
was
looking a
looking
little
rough.
rough.
Yes, she was looking rough. Let me try to get this on over to the
But
special
I do
forces
want
folks.
to, like, I mean, she literally cried from the beginning credits to the
To
end when
the end.
she gave up her
Yes.
badge,
And
armband.
she so didn't want to give it up. But
She
she
didn't.
must have really been swirling and twirling because she was falling all over the place. She couldn't even stand still.
But I mean, she was falling earlier that day. I think she was probably, this is probably more physical work than she's ever done in her
Ever
life.
done in her life.
And
This is like
she's given birth to 3 kids.
oh, see, and I ain't even take that into consideration. But I imagine this might be a little bit
Like
more
it was much
difficult.
more grueling. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know
for
what type of
sure.
labors and deliveries she had, but she definitely was not doing well today. um
I think we might jump all over the place. But how about Hannah? Did she surprise you today?
a little bit. I seen somebody coming down on her talking about some, like, if you think that all those men loved you, um basically calling her stupid, saying if
Mm-hmm.
you thought all those men on The Bachelor loved you. And I think that was her point of saying, like, of why she had trust issues, because she knew they didn't all love her, but they're all
Exactly.
telling her that. So it's like when
Wow.
you say one thing, but your actions reflect another, that's where the trust issue comes from. And
Right.
I can see how that could happen. Like, I could see how that could happen. With that trust exercise, though, were you surprised by any of the people that were picked?
So shout out Dennis Brooks. What up, man? Shout out everybody watching this, the after show. We're talking special forces. Now, this trust fall, to me, once again, this is what did
That
I
was a hell
call
of a trust fall.
right. What was I calling this show? Like what is it called? Fear Factor HBO
Fear
edition.
factor.
Right. So like this definitely was Trust Fall Fear Factor edition. Cause your ass is hanging on the edge of a cliff. Come on, put them hands out here. First off, I want to know, would you catch me? You gonna catch me? Come on. I'm gonna be out there just ready to go. You're gonna have to catch me. Come on, I'm gonna need you to grab that rope. You got me? Come on,
First of
Bev.
all,
Come on, Beverly.
first of all, I have very little upper body strength.
Hold me.
Like,
Hold
I
me.
couldn't get myself up a rope from back when I was in grade school. I can't get myself up a rope. How I'm gonna pull a rope on somebody else? So I can understand why Beverly was scared. And then when
I need you to hold my rope.
Kendra hit her with the I have a child, don't disappoint me. like bitch, don't let me crash to my death. I have a child. I gotta think about.
Look, she's like, I know I started late in life, but damn it, I got a 3-year-old that depends on me. Okay, that part right there. That part right there.
I gotta live for a while. Like she's only 3.
Now, speaking of Kenya, she really was a beast today. She got a lot of airtime, more airtime than she's had in the first 2 episodes. Talk a little bit more about Kenya and what you saw from her today.
Well, I have been watching Kenya since.
See my thoughts on the screen.
I want to say, my first viewing of Kenya that I can remember was in Waiting to Excel when Savannah, that's Whitney Houston's character, when she was meeting up with the guy for New Year's Eve and they were dancing and Kenya cuts in like, oh, you said you was gonna give me a dance.
Oh, she was an extra in Waiting to Exhale?
Oh yeah, she was in Waiting to
Exhale. And she got a line? Wait
and
a minute, I didn't know she was a movie star.
I mean, she prompted Savannah to go on home. Like, this man ain't on nothing. Like, she went on home. But anywho, and of course, Real Housewives. And so I can definitely see where she's saying that she's been painted as a villain. But I've never really known her backstory other than she was a pageant girl, like, a model. And a small-time actress, but I never really knew her real backstory. And now the explanation of
make
her
more sense.
Oh my gosh, her entire personality on Real Housewives makes complete sense now. Like,
make you feel sorry for her, don't it? It make you feel bad for her.
I view her in a whole different way.
You said, Lord, different way. You want to give her a hug. You just want to. You say, "Come here, Kenya. Just come here, child. Let me give you a hug."
Although I do want to go back to the trust fall part.
Come on.
Before we skip over the trust fall,
She beasted that.
She did. She did.
Yeah, she did.
What did you think about your favorite, Dwight? Smiling.
First of all, he sounded like he was riding a roller coaster ride.
Like he was having a good time. He went
Dwight took flight. #scream. I was ready. See, I was ready. Come on, Dwight. What was you doing? Sounded like a little girl falling off a cliff.
I don't think he did. I think he was like, woo, like,
no, yeah, he was having the time of his life. That was roller coaster ride. He went to
Six Flags. No. It was like he paid for a bungee jumping experience and he was gonna get the most out of it. It was like he paid for that. And then I thought it was hilarious when old boy hit his head on the rock. Mooch hit his head on the
Scaramucci.
And the man said, what did he say? Don't headbutt the rock. It didn't do nothing to you.
It didn't do nothing to you. It ain't did nothing to you. You leave that rock alone, Scaramucci.
Good with the one-liners tonight. I had another one, but I can't quite remember that he said, and I can't remember what it was. But
I got one of the one-liners off the previews. Once again, I said we was gonna skip all around tonight, but they showed the previews for next week where they got to drive the vehicles all up through the place, and the man gonna say, he said, "There's a mortar. What are we going to do?" I don't imagine that's actually how it goes down in war.
That's not probably how it goes.
I don't imagine you skirting off of it through the place and the motherfucker goes, "Oh, there's a mortar. What are we going to do?"
Yeah.
I would be scared if that was standard operating procedure, is all I'm saying.
That's going to bother me now, though.
Oh.
That's going to bother me that I can't think of the other thing. You
talking about Kenya again?
No, the other one-liner that I thought was funny.
Oh, I had something written down somewhere. I got a lot of notes over here.
Well, I put it in a text message, but I'm on my phone, so I can't check my text message.
Oh, wait, I think I got one. Where is it? Here it is. when Beverly says facing my fears, and he says,
yes,
by
that was
holding,
it.
by holding
holding
the
a
rope,
rope.
by holding
That
the rope.
was it. Thank you.
Yes, I had that written down myself. I said,
you.
God damn.
So hard.
That
He
was
said, by
pure
holding the
gold. It was pure gold, is what it was. I was
Oh,
like,
God.
damn. Yo, what up, what up, what
we
up?
was here on that one. We was here on that one.
By holding a rope? That's all I know. Okay, let's see here. Is Gus still in ass? You know, Gus had his moments today on the show. Him and Scaramucci got into it a little bit.
I think maybe he's an Aquarius. I have to look up his sign. I don't know if he's so much an ass or if he just doesn't have a filter and just says what he's thinking. You know, I sometimes myself have that problem, which is why I wondered if he was an Aquarius. It seems to be one of our traits. We're brutally honest sometimes.
You think the words just be falling out of his mouth?
I mean, when we think it just, and then it's like, oh, that wasn't nice. Like, okay, hold on, let me try to rephrase that nicely. And I remember when I was telling a story to my sister, and I was like, okay, let me phrase this nicely, and then I proceeded to talk, and she was like, that was you phrasing it nicely?
That was the nice version? What she said, I'd hate to hear what you actually wanted to say. Shit, I would hate to hear what you wanted to say. So Gus is not an ass. He's just brutally honest is what we're going with right now.
Honest is what we're going with right now.
No, but last week he was your outright ass. But now, since it's Scaramucci. Now, that's the only reason. It's because it's Scaramucci.
Well, I actually have a little a different opinion of him as well.
Really? You got a softer side for the mooch?
I don't have a soft inside, but I will say that I appreciated that he made it clear that he worked for Obama, and he also
he denounced
did
Trump.
not like Trump.
Thank God. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, people. We bipartisan peoples. She said I'm not very bipartisan. Look, that's gonna be a meme. if your face could talk.
just be quiet.
We go, we'll move on.
Moving on. I mean, I would think that most people, especially, if they were in any type of military, shouldn't be fans of Trump just because of the way he talked about several military people and the military in general. Yes, an unfiltered ass. So maybe that's what he is, an unfiltered ass. Although, I mean, last week, because again, everything he's saying is true. It's just like, was that appropriate for you to say it at that time? That's what makes it an ass.
Come on now. You got me pushing a truck across a desert. I mean, when is the appropriate time at this point? Like,
no, I mean, maybe it was inappropriate when he was coming at old girl last week. Like, you see, she already clearly upset. Right. See, she's clearly upset. Now, everything he was saying was true. It just maybe wasn't the right time, which is
and you could tell he was trying to stir her some more. He was trying to get under her skin. You could tell.
Yeah.
It was intentional. It wasn't.
I mean, that whole 2 hours to take having to go to the bathroom, and but I'm sure they didn't think it was going to take you 2 hours. That was uncalled for. Like that was ass behavior right there. I can't even say, that was.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Scorpio. He's an asshole. But this week he seemed more genuine in his assholeness, so we'll give him, a little bit of a pass.
No, I mean, this week it's funny that they picked each other though for the trust fall, like, and then they ended up still on the same team. I'm sure they did that purposely.
I wanted to see both people fall. Didn't you want to see when one fell, get the other one up there, and now they fall? Like I would have loved to see Beverly
probably,
get her hands up.
She probably would have tapped out.
She would have never made it to the desert race.
She wouldn't have made it up the mountain to the mountaintop.
Hey, now, but she did help her team come from behind. Well, did she really help her team come from behind? But they finished that race first.
They did.
And then she did her little spiral.
Yeah.
NTM,
well, she didn't finish the competition, which is probably why they finished first. Had she tried to complete the task, she probably would have made them lose. So I will say she was being a good team leader by
tapping out.
Yeah,
by tapping out. Well, you're gonna have to give it up. She's like, I don't know. Yeah, she didn't know.
But it was only gonna get harder from here. And if she was already physically spent, then
Well, and they were saying that, we were surprised, or at least I was, that Hannah was able to keep up as well as she was today. The rest of them are athletes, except for the Mooch, right? Everybody else is an athlete. Maybe not. What was Gus? Yeah, Gus is an athlete.
Kenya's not an athlete.
Oh, true story. Kenya's not an athlete. So 2 non-athletes left. Is that it?
Both the women. Well, there's one.
No. That soccer player. It was the first sighting for her. Yeah, that was the first sighting for her. I don't know her name.
I was like, did she talk today? When they
had a
her
ride
at the
in that
beginning
car.
of the episode, I was like, who is she? Where'd she come from?
It's because she was in the car with Kenya, wasn't she? Yeah, that's the only reason she got on TV, because she happened to be in the car with Kenya, because Kenya was getting TV today.
Was she on Kenya or Hannah? I don't know. Either way it goes, at the beginning of the episode, when they first showed her face, I was like, who the hell is she? Like, when she had to go up and pick her.
Let me try to see if I can't find her picture.
Where'd she come from? She been here the whole time.
What's her name? Let me see. Is it this person? Yep, with a soccer ball. Her name is.
She literally been here the whole time? Because
Cardi Lloyd, I think is what I've got here. Cardi Lloyd.
I just didn't recall her. That's all.
I don't know, Miss Lloyd. But welcome to the program. We glad you got some FaceTime on Special Forces today. But the real winner of today's episode, I think, is Kenya. I think she is going to be able to start turning that image around. I think that's very important to her. She doesn't want to play the villain no more, does she?
No, that was her whole thing, is like she's tired of being the villain. So
yeah.
But again, now that I know her backstory, like, dang, I understand. I get it. Like, she's super just defensive and always wanting to keep up the pretense of,
What did you think about
being in control?
What did you think about Kenya and Beverly burying the hatchet? They did have a little come to Jesus moment, didn't they? Before Beverly left the show. I
don't even get what Beverly was so upset about, because she said, I don't have to put on my pack yet. Like, we not your kids. Your kids is at home. Don't sit up here and tell us all what we need to be doing.
Look, if you're trying to get your Jamie Lynn Spears on, turn your damn armband in to go tend to your children.
Right, because, bitch, don't tell me what to do. Like, I feel like I would have been definitely a Kenya in that situation. So that would have annoyed me.
Well, because I had a question, and my question was Kenya overreacting in that moment? Was she overreacting with that whole thing with Beverly?
What did she do? So. What did she say? What did she say? Except for, that doesn't mean I have to put my pack on right now. Like,
Right.
And then she even tried to drop it. Agree to disagree. Beverly was the one that kept,
right,
and it was
right.
Oh, forget it. It's going to storm out. Like, girl, relax, okay?
Right.
We all grown up in here. Don't do that. Don't do that. So no, I felt Kenya at that moment.
Yeah.
Felt her.
Yeah. Raised by a grandma, born into teenage parents, and wow. Made it to the movies. I didn't even know she was in Waiting to Exhale. And look at her.
She's probably in a couple other things too. But she is. I definitely,
Would she be considered like reality TV royalty? Is she considered to be one of the royals in reality TV?
She's been on Real Housewives for a long time. I know she was a Miss America, maybe Miss
Oh, okay, her and
something or
Hannah
other.
got something in common. Wasn't
I
Hannah
don't I
Miss
don't know
Alabama
what
or
her
something?
title was. Don't let me get to lying. But
Steve
I
Harvey
know
probably
she
said it wrong. You know, Steve Harvey probably said it wrong. Probably announced her as Miss Brazil or something. I don't know
I
how it
just
works.
know she won pageants, and I know oh, she won Miss USA in 93
Mm-hmm.
and started in Real Housewives of Atlanta during for its 5th season, and that was in 2012. It's 2023. So she been on there a good 10 years.
For a good little
Um,
grip.
she was in Waiting to Excel, Deliver Us from Eva, The Steve Harvey Show, and Girlfriends. She was on The Celebrity Apprentice, Dancing with the Stars. So yeah, she's
Yeah,
made,
yeah. That sounds like
successful.
that sounds
She
like
done bad.
reality TV royalty to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She was Miss Michigan in 93, Miss USA in 93. Um, she placed in the top 6 for Miss Universe in 93. So that's pretty good because
I ain't
that's
mad at it.
all the
And look,
countries.
and you say she's not an athlete. I mean, you got to be in some type of shape to do all that right there.
That was in 93. It's 2023.
hey,
That was
hey,
30 years
hey,
ago.
that baseball player,
First of
that
all,
baseball
I'm
player
mad
was
you
an
made me
athlete too a while ago.
you made me bring up the fact that 1993 was 30 years ago. That is something I've been trying to forget all this year. I have a niece
Welcome
that is
to
turning
reality. It
30
was a
this
long
year, and
time
it's
ago.
like blowing me. Okay. So I don't even want to. How was the 90s 30 years ago? Like, I don't even
I
understand how
mean,
this happened.
time flies when you're having fun. That's all I know. You know?
I should have been having more fun because this is not, I don't feel like I've had enough fun for how fast the time is
Oh,
going.
okay, okay. Well, hey, it's time to dial up the fun. It's
I
time to dial
guess
up the fun. Speaking
that's
of
what it
dialing it
sounds
up,
like.
they say it's only gonna get worse from here. Where do you think we go? We've jumped out of helicopters. We've walked tight ropes. We've now trust falled off a cliff. We've pushed jeeps across the desert. Where do we go from here? Special forces.
I don't know. I think they're gonna have to throw a couple grenades or something, dots, bullets.
I'm
I
about to
don't
say
know.
we did get the preview. It looks like they're going to drive through some live fire or some simulated live fire.
That would be probably where I would tap. I could
That
go.
looks like that would be so much fun to me.
I think I might have died in a past life in a fire or something. Fire scares me so much. I almost set my house
Yeah.
on fire today.
Lord have mercy.
But
Father God, just send your grace.
I told you my day has been.
It's been
Whew,
one, right?
but that probably would be where I'd be like, okay, let me rip this armband off. Here you go. um, I don't do fire. I do
You
not
know,
do
I'm
fire.
just thinking, I'd be thinking strategically when it comes to giving up the armband. It's like, why do you go through the whole day? You damn near go through, well, and especially like
Well, I
with
don't think they
Jamie
find
Lynn
out the
Spears.
task
Jamie Lynn
until.
Spears went through the whole day and then gave it up. And then Beverly would have if she could have just made it. Her body just gave out. So, but it's like, I don't know. I guess you want to push yourself to the limit, but at the same time, you might as well just go and get that sucker up before you be about to spiral out of control.
Well, I think a lot of them be trying to quit beforehand, but people be trying to talk them into
They be
staying.
talking to me,
Like
oh, you
this,
can do it. Come
the other
on.
girl, the ice skating girl, the ice skating girl, she was trying to quit at the very beginning. I can't hold my breath. I don't want to. I'm about to quit. Like, and they
Right.
know
And
you
they
can do
just
this.
kept
You can
talking
do
her
this.
through
You
it.
can do this. Same with Jamie Lynn. I feel like people were trying to toughen her up and made her
Yeah.
stay. I don't think Beverly wanted to quit. That's why she went through the whole day. She like
Yeah,
her
yeah.
body
I
was
think she,
literally,
genuinely wanted to keep going.
yeah.
Eh,
She's just a crybaby, but I don't think that she still was even throughout all the tears. I don't think she was trying to quit.
right.
Um, But a lot of times they don't find out what the task is until they're at the task. But as soon as I find out it's driving through fire, I'm telling you, I'm handing in my armband. Ain't no talking me into it. Ain't no talking me through it.
What if you ain't got to drive? What if you just got to ride in the back?
I am not. No.
What if they let me drive? You know I'm a good driver. I'll be all up and through that.
Fire.
I got you. I got you.
Nope.
It's like an action movie. You just got to channel your inner Stallone or something.
Well, I don't like action movies. I like suspense.
Hey, you'll be
somebody
good
die?
and suspenseful in the back seat trying to figure out if we gonna make it.
Yeah, no.
I take care of the action part.
Because...
You take care of the suspense part in the back, okay? You be in the back with the guy going, "Oh, it's a mortar. What are we gonna do?" Nope. Skirt to the right.
I am not driving through fire. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm telling you.
You don't have to. I'll do it. You just have to ride in the back seat. That's it.
I'm not riding through fire. I don't want to do nothing with fire.
Okay. So you're just gonna tap out, turn your arm back.
I'm tapping.
No skirting through the mortars.
Mm-mm.
So is Scaramucci gone next week? Does he make it through another episode?
If his body does.
Well, because I think they talking about throwing his ass out even if he don't quit.
Well, if he keep performing as though he is, but I don't think he's physically fit enough to do. Did we go through who was left?
Oh let me tell you, we got the soccer player. Let's
got the basketball player.
Let's
the
just look at it
football player.
Hold on.
The baseball player.
Yep.
But even for the baseball player.
Okay, we got Scaramucci. We got Dwight. We didn't really see much of Danny today.
Just a little bit.
We got Gus.
I think that's why.
We got Hannah. Let's see.
Non-athlete.
Right. Then of course we got Kenya. Let's see here. We got Miss Lloyd. And is that it? Oh, and my bad. And Mr. Baseball, Mike Piazza.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same for him. He's not really in shape either. I mean, he's first of all, back when he played baseball players weren't in shape. They all had mullets and mustaches.
Base running was not their expertise. Right.
That's why they all took steroids so they could hit the ball real far because they can't run fast.
They can't run fast at all.
Let me quit talking about people.
Oh,
but
Lord have mercy.
he
Shout out
played
Sammy
baseball
Sosa. Before and after.
Sammy Sosa. Never mind. I ain't even gonna.
Y'all know Sammy Sosa done turned himself pink. Y'all know what happened.
I was about to say his.
Sammy Sosa about the color of your hair. Yep.
That's what I was about to say, but I.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
That's self-hate. I tell you, that stuff runs deep. But we have a lot of issues in the Black community about colorism and being dark skinned and people having issues with being dark skinned. I'm so happy that it's becoming a thin thing to love the skin you're in and stuff like that. But it's also very prevalent in a lot of other countries. And I believe he's Dominican, and where being Afro-Latino and dark-skinned is not seen as a good thing. And I know, I have some Asian friends and Filipino, and some of them are dark, and that's not considered good. Like, the lighter you are in Asia, the better you are.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, so it's a lot of, not just America, but a lot of countries that deal with this issue. And I remember it's funny as it is about Sammy Sosa. It makes me so sad to see that people, are that affected by the hate, where they hate themselves that much.
This is what I was going to compare it to.
Why did you turn yourself pink?
Well, this is what I was going to say. Have you ever created an avatar on a video game? That's like they went 2 shades too pink on that one. Just
Yeah,
somebody did him wrong. Like they needed to go up.
somebody should have been like, bro, you light enough. Stop.
Yeah, yeah. Like hey, it's kind of like Michael
you don't need
Jackson
no
in
more
his nose.
no more bleaching treatments.
Right. It was like Mike in his nose. Somebody should have
Like,
told him to stop.
bro,
Like
it's skinny. The nostrils is gone. What you
like,
still taking
you
off?
can't even breathe through that thing no more. Oh shit.
No, but yeah, that self-hate is something real. I don't know why he turned himself pink, but more power to him.
That's right.
But back
he's
to
a better
Mike
baseball
Piazza.
player than Mike Piazza.
But back to Mike Piazza, it was a long time since he played baseball, so I wouldn't consider him. I don't know if I could put him in the same group as the other athletes because number one, he played baseball, which is not as physical as basketball. Or
he still got to be in better shape than Scaramucci.
He's probably in better shape than Scaramucci, but I don't know if he's in better shape than Hannah or Kendra. And Kendra's the same age as him. Which is sad.
Hannah was keeping up with him like she was a.
I was really surprised.
She probably got a good trainer. She got a
her.
Michael Jordan trainer or something.
I was surprised and slightly proud of her. Like, we need, stronger females, and it seems like the 3 females that are left are strong. I hope one of them makes it.
Who are you counting? Who are you counting?
I really like Kenya to make it.
So Kenya, Hannah, and who else?
The soccer player.
Oh, see, I was hoping it was another one. I thought you was leaving her ass out again.
No. The soccer player. I know she there now. I didn't know she was there before, but I know she there now.
We know you now, kid. We know you now.
I mean, I don't remember what you just said her name was, but I could recognize her face.
Cardi Lloyd. It sounds weird, right? Cardi, Cardi Lloyd, Lloyd. That's
Cardi, like Cardi B?
Cardi, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I probably can remember that. I'm gonna call her Cardi L.
I want to talk to her mama and see if it's short for something, or did she come up with that, or how did she come up with Cardi?
Short for Bacardi.
She said, "Ooh, child, let me tell you, it was a rough Friday night." But it ended on a good note.
That's what Cardi B's name is short for.
Oh, I did not know. I swear for God, I didn't.
It was a nickname because her sister in real life name is Hennessy or something like that. Hennessy.
Oh shit, they got little Duce in there?
I believe that's her sister's name. But either way it go, her sister's named after alcohol, so her nickname was after alcohol, but she couldn't come out as Bacardi because copyright.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So instead of Bacardi, it became Cardi
They got
B.
Smirnoff, Bacardi, Hennessy.
Mm-hmm.
They got it all. Grey Goose. They got Hypnotic. They got them all. We sponsored by none. That's a family right there. That's a family that gets you drunk and fucked up. Well, I'm glad she became a star in the music industry because I don't know what the hell she was gonna do it with the name Bacardi. I don't know. Well, I can only think of one other thing, and that's coming to the main stage, but we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there.
She was on Hip Hop, Love and Hip Hop New York.
I don't watch nothing. None of them.
Oh, she was on there for a few seasons. That's how when her first song, like big song, was on the radio. I was so happy for her because she was one of the reality stars. Just kept it so real.
Yeah.
I was happy she made it.
For sure.
A lot of those times on these TV shows, you see them always go into the studio, but you'll never hear no music come out. And so this was the first time actually heard some music. Somebody, came up from it. So
right.
But before that,
I didn't know how the hell she came up. I just knew that people started making noises, weird noises and shit. People started skirting and squeaking and carrying on.
She was a stripper.
Would you consider it skirting and
You talking about the Carter? I can't do it because I can't roll my tongue.
Yeah,
but people have done that before that. People. I hate to say this.
Okay, come on.
People did it before. Kardashians have been doing it for years.
Really?
Chloe's been doing it for years.
So
And there was somebody else that did
how
it
did
too.
Cardi
Oh,
become known
I
for it
think
again?
it came from, I don't know. I think it came from RuPaul's Drag Race, to tell you the truth.
Oh shit! Look at RuPaul influencing the culture.
But anywho,
You
I don't know how
digress.
she became known for it, but
Yeah, she started skirting and squeaking and carrying on. I forgot
so
how I was describing it mid description. Skirting and screeching and carrying on.
what who would you like to see out of the 8 remaining make
Dwight
it to the
Howard is
end?
gonna win.
Of course, still.
Yeah. He gonna scream his way to victory. What you mean?
You don't think he's gonna keep getting in trouble? Like, I don't know
Nah, they
why he
love
can't get
Dwight now.
himself
They
together.
love him. Are you kidding me?
I don't know why he
That
can't get
man fell
himself
off a cliff
together.
with a smile on his face. Are you kidding me?
That was nice that he
Yes.
did it. Like, you know,
He
I
didn't
imagine that that's
Beverly
how
up
I
on the
would
top side of a cliff.
try to do it. But
Right. He beasted that.
and then Hannah, but I like, okay, when Hannah did it, she was a little emotional, but I like how she reined that shit in. Like,
Like, suck it up.
I'm good. I'm just a little
Straighten
tired.
up.
I'm good. Like, she reined
You
that shit
liked
in,
how
and
she
I
was
like
able to
that. It
snatch
gave her.
herself together, just
Mhm.
get it
Yeah,
together.
I have to say I was a little proud of her today. I was like, I didn't know. I don't watch, out of all the reality shows, I don't watch The Bachelorette or The Bachelor because I've always thought that was stupid. But
but this Love Island, or what do we call this shit? What is 90 Day Fiance, that shit is
look,
gold, right?
it's
Bachelorette dumb
so
as
good.
fuck. But this shit is gold. I don't understand it. I don't fucking understand it. I'm not even
Look,
gonna try. I'm not gonna try to figure it out.
maybe if when I was in the hospital, there
That
was a
was on
Bachelorette
marathon.
marathon on, maybe I would have got sucked into it the way I did 90 Day Fiance. I really blame my cousin Kaylee because once I got out the hospital and was like, yo, does anybody watch this show? She was like, oh, and they have all these spinoffs and they're all on Hulu. And then I just fell down the rabbit hole. And now here I am 3-4 years later. And
Still
oh,
keeping
wow,
up with
it's almost 5 years later.
Cecil and the frumpy lady.
His name was
5.
Muhammad.
Oh yeah, we figured that out today. Mohammed and
Yeah,
the
so
frumpy lady.
I've been watching now for about 5 years, but I've caught up on all the back ones. But when I was looking through a lot of the couples, I was like, I don't remember this couple. I don't remember this couple. So only some couples are memorable. Some of them
And,
are not enough
and
drama, you know.
look, and I don't know shit about the show, but Mohammed and his frumpy lady has got quite the story.
Yeah, a lot of them have some stories. It's just,
Y'all should
that's
just
what
Google
sucks me in.
Mohammed and the frumpy lady from 90 Day Fiance. It'll be quite the story for you. Don't say I didn't turn you on to an entertaining story because that will thoroughly entertain you.
90 Day Fiance is entertaining, I have to say.
Well, I don't know about all that. The whole concept is just off to me. I mean, you got to be mentally ill to be on the program. From my perspective, I don't see how anybody in their right mind going on this show thinking they just find somebody across the world.
Honestly, most times they're already dating the person, and
no,
so it makes sense.
This is more telephone ass.
No, they're already dating the person. They've already been, online dating.
They done made all their payments.
They already
and shit.
made a trip or something to visit the person and all these things. But like I said, when they're sponsoring someone on a K-1 visa, you have to be financially responsible for them. So if they have an opportunity to make some money to help with the situation of getting your love, the person you love over here.
No, like, I mean, you got to go through all that. You told me they got to be financially responsible for them for 5 years. You could go and get you somebody down at the local bar right now for free. Will help you pay the bills.
Some of them, though.
What the hell is you doing?
Some of them are real, they really love each other. Like, you know what I mean? Some of them, you could tell that person is just trying to get a green card.
Now,
I
I
hate to
asked
say
that
it, but it's
question to
most
you
of the
the other
brothers from
day, and
Africa.
you said 50-50. Is it really 50-50? 50% of them really love each other.
I don't know if it's 50-50, but there are a lot of couples that, met. My favorite couple, they have a spinoff series that follows them, Alexi and Lauren. And she's Jewish and she went to Israel
Are
on,
these lesbians?
no, the guy,
Say the names again.
um, Alexi and Lauren.
Let me guess which one's the man.
Well, again, he's from,
Alexia.
well, it's not Alexia, it's Alexi, but
Hey, still, it's got
he's
Alexia in
from
it.
Israel. He's from Israel, so their names might not be the same as our names.
Hey, I don't know nothing about all that.
But anywho, they're really in love. They met, they
Okay.
fell in love. You know what I mean? Like, and
Which
so
one is converting? That'd be my first question.
converting to what?
She found him in Israel.
Yeah, they're both
One's
Jewish.
it's an American Jew and a Jew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they just got reunited.
She went over there on some trip. He was her tour guide, and they fell in love.
She went on over to the Holy Land. Mm-hmm. I ain't mad at her. Well, see, I mean, that's got to be like 10%.
I mean, there's a few of the couples that you're like, okay, they really, aren't just after a green card. Especially on 90 Day the other way, because they ain't worried about the green card. Like, bring the American over here. I want you, like, what's that girl name in Smith? I can't remember, but she lived in India with her husband.
Oh, that's what you was talking about this morning.
I wouldn't be on that one. You gotta come here, unless you live in some country like Sweden or Finland.
Yeah. If you ever need tech support, you might get one of them. You might get one of the 98 fiance people on the phone. You never know.
I might have to talk to Submit tonight.
Dear Lord. It's been 42 minutes of fun. Is it time to wrap this thing up? Are we gonna make any predictions going into next week?
We're not even talking about special forces anymore.
Yeah.
We done.
I think we squeezed all the special forces.
Like, we done put squirrels way off into.
We embraced the squirrel. We invited the squirrel over at this point. Come kick it.
Yeah, come on.
You with us.
Come on, squirrel. I, of course, still want to see Kenya make it. And actually, I want to see Hannah make it too. Like, she surprised me today.
You want to be like a tough little white girl. That's a tough little white girl.
That's a tough little girl.
She said, I ain't gonna put no race on it. I ain't gonna do it.
No, black and white.
We're just gonna stick with gender. We're just gonna stick with gender, damn it. We're just gonna stick with gender.
That's all I'm looking at this point is gender. I would like for one of the females to do us proud. But I do believe all three of the females that are left were the strongest of the bunch, minus Mel B. I still think had the emotional
Mel B
trauma
could have kept going.
Yeah.
Had she had a blunt instead of a cigarette, she'd still be there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or if she could yell back at staff when they yelling at her.
That's true. That's kind of a release for her. I think that was, that was eating her up a little bit, how she had to control herself. She didn't want to. She didn't want to have to control her damn self.
Because she probably put herself in that mindset space that she'll never let a man speak to her like that again. And then here she go.
Ever.
You know what? I can't do this.
You know what? I'm finna punch one of y'all motherfuckers. I better get the fuck out of here. Take this damn armband. I done proved I can do what I can do, and I'm gone. Chuck them deuces. Well, like Mel B did, we fixing to get on up out of here. We're gonna leave with more class than Bev did. That's why we gotta reference Mel B. We're gonna leave like Mel B. We're just gonna go on and wrap it up and get the fuck on. We're not gonna pry our way out the damn door. But as always, I always get the last word. Until next time, I am the milkman.
And I'm just Bree. I was about to say, it's a little too early to start that. You didn't do the whole rap.